technological challenges, logistical challenges working in this area, and I would say even political challenges. But at the end of the day, the biggest challenge is going to be finding the resources, because even in the GCC region, people are now looking much more carefully as to the way they use their resources, and governments particularly are constantly looking as to how they allocate their resources in accordance with strategic priorities. So that's why, for example, the Luxembourg Rail Protocol is so important, because it opens the opportunity for governments to lay off the costs and the risks involved with financing the railway rolling stock and just focus their resources on building the infrastructure and developing the operating companies. Well, I'd like to think that the Rail Working Group, which I chair, is designed to help people think out of the box a little bit, to look at different ways that you can actually finance railway equipment. There's no reason that governments should be financing or underwriting the cost of railway rolling stock. They never did that at the beginning of the rail industry, and after all, if you think about it, governments build roads, but they don't own all the cars that run along the roads. Why should they be owning all the rolling stock? But also, once you bring in the private sector into financing, you bring in innovation, you lower the barriers to entry, you bring in a more competitive style of thinking, which I think can only be very positive for the industry as a whole, and hopefully the Rail Working Group will play its role in making that happen. Well, it's extremely important. It brings people together, of course. It gives people like me the opportunity to get that message out there that there's this wonderful instrument called the Luxembourg Rail Protocol. And if you don't have those networking opportunities, people miss it, and therefore the industry stagnates. Also, the ability to actually see how the industry works in practice, to go around the exhibition and understand the enormous complexity and sophistication of the industry and be proud of it because we're all part of this industry. I think it's a tremendous bonus for us working in the industry.